It's not true, really, but it's quite fun watching people's reactions.
So if you're in a crowd, you need to be aware that you're all watching to see what the reaction is.
The people in the cars behind have a great time.
For years, Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, has remained one of the royal family's most overlooked figures. While insiders have called her the monarchy's secret weapon, she has largely operated behind the scenes until now. In a stunning twist, Sophie has finally stepped into the spotlight, revealing a secret tied to none other than Princess Diana. And it's shocking. Could this be the very truth Diana tried to bring to light before her tragic passing? And why has it taken so long for this secret to emerge? Join us as we uncover the bombshell revelation Sophie has just shared about Diana, one that could change everything we thought we knew. In a world where royal traditions and rigid formality often overshadow personal relationships, genuine friendships are rare. Yet, Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, managed to form not just one, but two extraordinary bonds. First with Princess Diana, and later with Queen Elizabeth II. Through her quiet strength, steadfast loyalty, and down-to-earth nature, she carved out a unique place within the royal family. Many now believe that she was Diana's silent force, the woman who stood by her side in ways the public never knew. Some even say she was Diana's secret weapon, especially when it came to supporting Prince William. The British royal family is known for maintaining a professional distance, even amongst its own members. For years, many assumed that Princess Anne, with her strong will and unwavering commitment to duty, was Queen Elizabeth's closest female confidant. But in a surprising revelation, it was actually Sophie who held that deeply cherished role. What set Sophie apart? Her humility. While others fully embraced the privileges of royal life, Sophie rejected unnecessary extravagance, even declining costly security details unless absolutely necessary. This practical, unpretentious approach resonated deeply with the Queen, who saw in Sophie a rare, kindred spirit, someone who remained grounded despite the grandeur of royal life. Royal expert Ingrid Seward once revealed that the Queen viewed Sophie almost as a surrogate daughter. Their connection wasn't just about royal duty. It was built on genuine trust and affection. One of their strongest bonds, a shared love for military history. While the Queen often couldn't visit historical sites herself, Sophie would travel on her behalf, calling from battlefields in France to share stories and insights. These small but significant gestures deepened their connection, proving that Sophie understood the value of history, legacy, and personal relationships in a way few others did. But Sophie's influence in the royal family extends far beyond her relationship with the Queen. She also shared a quiet but meaningful bond with Princess Diana. In many ways, they were alike, both driven by purpose, both dedicated to causes greater than themselves. Like Diana, Sophie chose to focus on making a difference rather than making headlines. She worked behind the scenes, prioritizing genuine change over public recognition. This shared philosophy made her a powerful yet unseen force within the family. So much so that some now believe she was Diana's hidden ally, the one person uniquely positioned to support William and his family as they navigate the demands of their royal roles. Following Queen Elizabeth's passing, Sophie's role has only grown stronger. She has become a steady source of support for Catherine, the Princess of Wales, particularly in difficult times. While some members of the royal family struggle with the pressures of public life, Sophie remains a pillar of stability, a calm, dignified presence, ensuring continuity for the next generation. And just like Diana, Sophie doesn't need to demand attention to leave a lasting impact. She leads with quiet determination, proving that true influence isn't about making the loudest noise, it's about making the greatest difference. So, what exactly has been Sophie's role in shaping the future of the monarchy? Let's find out. Duchess Sophie of Edinburgh's role has long been one of quiet strength, but in 2025, her position has become more crucial than ever. With both King Charles and the Princess of Wales facing significant health challenges, the burden of royal duties has fallen on a select few, and at the heart of this transition is Sophie. This isn't a new role for her. Ever since Prince Andrew stepped back from public life and Prince Harry and Meghan Markle chose to leave their royal roles, Sophie has quietly taken on more responsibilities. While others have come and gone, she has remained steadfast, proving her loyalty not just to the monarchy, but to its future. Prince William sees her as a trusted ally. Insiders suggest he has significant plans for her role once he takes the throne. But for Sophie, this isn't just about duty. It's something deeply personal. Those close to the royal family believe she made a silent vow long ago. In private moments, she has reportedly been heard saying, "I promised her." Many believe this promise was made to Princess Diana. Though their bond was never widely publicized, they understood the pressures of royal life in a way few could. Sophie took it upon herself to ensure that William and his family would always have someone they could trust. Despite not being born into royalty, Sophie adapted seamlessly to life within the firm. When she first met Queen Elizabeth II, she was nervous, unsure of her place. But over time, she built an unshakable bond with the late monarch, one founded not on duty, but on shared values and a preference for a low-key approach to royal service. Unlike some who married into the family for status or attention, Sophie was never interested in the spotlight. She was focused on something greater, the long-term stability of the monarchy. Now, she has become one of the most indispensable figures in the royal family, proving that quiet strength can be just as powerful as public charisma. Her unwavering support for Catherine, the Princess of Wales, has only reinforced her position within the family. But what does this mean for the future of the monarchy? And could Sophie hold a key role in shaping the next chapter of the royal family's legacy? One thing is certain: her quiet influence is more powerful than anyone ever imagined. With Kate stepping back from royal duties to focus on her health, Sophie has stepped up without hesitation. A royal insider put it simply: with Sophie, it's never about her. She knows the royal family functions best as a team. Her dedication was further recognized when she was named the new royal patron of a charity once championed by Prince Philip. Time and again, she has proven her willingness to take on major responsibilities, even stepping into roles once held by some of the most iconic figures in royal history. As Prince William looks ahead to the future of the monarchy, Sophie and her family are set to play an even greater role. Her children, Lady Louise and James, Viscount Severn, have largely remained out of the public eye. But as their parents' influence grows, could they be next in line to step forward? Sophie and Prince Edward may not have always been front and center. Their quiet commitment has made them invaluable. And as the royal family faces new challenges, one thing is clear: Sophie isn't just fulfilling a role, she's fulfilling a promise made in confidence, a vow to stand by William's family, and a silent assurance that Diana's legacy will always have a protector within the palace walls. Over the years, the friendship between Sophie and Kate has quietly blossomed into one of the strongest relationships within the royal family. Though they come from different backgrounds, their shared experience as outsiders who married into royalty has forged a deep connection, one built on trust, support, and understanding. Their bond has been evident both in public and behind the scenes. From their first warm exchanges on the Buckingham Palace balcony during the RAF flypast in 2011 to their joint appearances at Royal Ascot and Wimbledon, their friendship has only grown stronger. During the pandemic, they teamed up for virtual engagements, displaying a natural camaraderie. But their relationship goes far beyond official duties. Sophie has been a quiet mentor to Kate, offering guidance only someone with years of royal experience could provide. Having joined the firm more than a decade before Kate, Sophie understands the pressures of stepping into such an intense spotlight. In 2020, a body language expert even noted how Sophie often maintains steady eye contact with Kate, a subtle but powerful sign of her quiet, almost maternal support. This presence has been even more crucial in recent months, as Kate steps away from public life to focus on her recovery. Without hesitation, Sophie has stepped in to ensure key royal engagements continue seamlessly. But this isn't just about duty, it's about genuine care for her sister-in-law. She has also been a protective figure for Kate in quieter moments. Princess Eugenie's wedding, when a gust of wind caught Kate's dress, Sophie reacted with both amusement and attentiveness, a small but telling sign of their sisterly bond. On Remembrance Sunday, during an emotional 2-minute silence, she placed a reassuring hand on Kate's back, a simple gesture of comfort and solidarity. But their similarities go beyond their royal roles. Both women, having come from relatively modest upbringings, share a natural connection with the public. They are passionate about children's charities and youth-focused initiatives, and their mutual love for sports and fashion has been evident in their many joint appearances. As the royal family evolves, Kate and Sophie are emerging as two of its most vital figures. Could their partnership be the key to a stronger, more modern monarchy? Let's take a closer look. While many royals find themselves in the media spotlight, Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, has built her influence quietly, away from the cameras. She has never sought attention for her work, yet within royal circles, she is known as one of the most dedicated and hard-working members of the firm. Her deep sense of duty has allowed her to take on some of the monarchy's most challenging and sensitive issues, without the media frenzy that often follows other royals. One of her most important missions, the fight against sexual violence in conflict zones. Unlike typical royal engagements, which often involve ceremonial appearances, this cause demands far more, requires real emotional investment. Sophie has personally met with survivors who have endured unimaginable trauma, listening to their stories firsthand. At one event, she was visibly moved to tears after hearing the harrowing account of a woman who had survived brutal violence. But Sophie does more than listen. She takes action. She has used her royal platform to push for real, meaningful change, insisting that the UK has a moral responsibility to stand with victims and ensure their voices are heard. She has not hesitated to call out those responsible for these atrocities, referring to them as war criminals who must be held accountable. Even during the COVID-19 pandemic, when many royal duties were put on hold, Sophie refused to step back. While others scaled down their engagements, she remained active, working tirelessly behind the scenes to keep the fight against sexual violence on the global agenda. At the restoration of the conflict-related Sexual Violence Survivors' Rights Conference, she continued meeting with organizations, policymakers, and activists, ensuring that the issue was not forgotten. Unlike high-profile royal initiatives that grab headlines, much of her work happens quietly, yet its impact is undeniable. Experts regard Sophie as one of the royal family's most influential but underrated figures. Her ability to handle difficult conversations with both compassion and determination sets her apart from other royals, whose influence is often measured by their popularity rather than their actions. Sophie understands the weight of her position, but instead of using it for personal recognition, she chooses to amplify the voices of those who need help the most. As the monarchy continues to evolve, her role is becoming even more vital. Though she may not dominate news cycles, her quiet but powerful influence is shaping both the royal family and the world behind the scenes. Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, has built a reputation as one of the monarchy's most dependable and drama-free figures. While others have been caught up in controversies, she has remained steady, a reliable force who gets things done without drawing attention to herself. Royal commentator Katie Middleton has praised Sophie's down-to-earth personality and work ethic, describing her as a behind-the-scenes powerhouse who navigates royal life with quiet determination. Sophie also possesses a rare skill, managing the delicate relationships within the royal family. She has maintained strong ties with both senior royals and the younger generation, acting as a bridge between them. During the widely publicized tensions between Prince William and Prince Harry, Sophie provided quiet support without taking sides. While many royals were drawn into the family feud, she remained neutral, preserving good relationships with both brothers. She also distanced herself from Prince Andrew's controversies, making it clear she wanted no involvement. Despite their close family ties, she even refused to share a home with him, reinforcing her stance on integrity and accountability. Beyond palace walls, Sophie has also taken on significant diplomatic responsibilities. She frequently travels to conflict zones on behalf of the UK government, meeting with survivors and advocating for those affected by war. Her humanitarian efforts have taken her to some of the world's most devastated regions, Sudan, Kosovo, and Ukraine, where she has met with people who have endured unimaginable hardship. In a royal family often scrutinized for its privilege, Sophie has proven that true leadership isn't about titles or appearances. It's about action. She may not be the loudest voice in the room, but she is undoubtedly one of the most powerful forces shaping the future of the monarchy. During a recent visit to Chad, Sophie met with refugees fleeing violence in Sudan, listening to their harrowing stories and calling for global action. She has also drawn attention to the particular dangers women face in conflict zones, where many are forced into desperate measures that expose them to even more violence. A passionate advocate for the Women, Peace, and Security Agenda, a global initiative dedicated to protecting women in war-torn areas, Sophie works closely with grassroots organizations, government leaders, and survivors to amplify voices that often go unheard. While many royals focus on high-profile public engagements, Sophie has chosen to immerse herself in sensitive and often overlooked issues, shining a light on humanitarian crises that rarely make the news. Her commitment to these causes was especially evident during her visit to Ukraine. Unlike other public figures who use such trips for media attention, Sophie kept a low profile, insisting that her visit was not about showcasing bravery, but about listening and raising awareness. This ability to engage with crisis-affected communities without making herself the center of attention has earned Sophie widespread respect. As her influence grows in diplomacy and humanitarian work, Sophie has become one of the monarchy's most important, yet often underrated, figures. She has proven that true power isn't about being in the spotlight. It's about taking meaningful action and making a real difference in the world. Conflicts behind the palace walls. Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, has built a reputation as one of the royal family's most reliable and respected members. Her steady influence has earned her the trust of key figures in the monarchy. However, her relationship with Queen Camilla seems a bit more complicated. During Queen Elizabeth II's reign, Sophie was seen as one of the late Queen's most trusted allies, often standing by her side at major royal events, radiating warmth and loyalty. But with Queen Camilla, the dynamic appears more formal and distant. Body language experts and royal observers have noticed the contrast. Sophie shares an easygoing bond with Catherine, Princess of Wales, often displaying warmth and camaraderie. With Camilla, her demeanor remains more reserved. At Queen Elizabeth's funeral, Sophie walked protectively beside Kate, signaling a strong sense of unity. In contrast, her interactions with Camilla appeared noticeably detached. Unlike Kate, who has openly embraced Camilla's role as queen consort, Sophie's more reserved nature raises questions about an underlying tension. Some believe this could stem from Sophie's deep loyalty to Queen Elizabeth, making it difficult for her to fully embrace this new chapter of the monarchy. Sophie has long avoided performative displays of royal unity, preferring to stay consistent and focused on duty rather than personal dynamics. Her respect for the late Queen likely influences her more cautious approach toward Camilla. Despite any underlying tensions, Sophie remains an essential figure within the royal family. King Charles III values her commitment to her duties, and Prince William respects her calm, level-headed nature. Sophie has balanced her royal duties without unnecessary drama, but her strained interactions with Camilla underscore the complex relationships within the monarchy, where personal dynamics still play a significant role. Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, has become a key figure in supporting the next generation of royals, especially Prince William and Kate's children. She offers a steady, affectionate presence, organizing fun, relaxed activities away from the pressures of royal life. As a mother herself, Sophie understands the importance of allowing children to just be, offering guidance and warmth to Prince George, Charlotte, and Louis. Her influence extends beyond being a fun aunt. She's a trusted guardian for William and Kate, providing support as they prepare their children for their future roles. As King Charles focuses on a slimmed-down monarchy, Sophie's role will continue to grow in importance. Her legacy will be defined by her steadfast commitment to duty, mentoring the younger generation, and shaping the future of the royal family. As Prince William's reign approaches, Sophie's advisory role is expected to expand, securing her place as one of the monarchy's most trusted and dependable figures. What are your thoughts on Sophie's startling revelation about Diana's secret? Share in the comments, and remember to like and subscribe.